beware of women. Beware of women. Women are very deadly. So if she felt heard back at home, I don't think there'll be a reason for her to go.
Do you know why she hasn't felt heard? Why she hasn't been heard?
Why?
Because she hasn't gone through the procedure.
That's what you
now.
think.
There is a procedure that she should have taken.
Which is?
Now, number one, we have the court.
If at a point in time we are trying to silence a girl child from speaking her truth, that she felt she has been assaulted, somehow abused, somehow, and what we have done, we have washed her aside. She would use every power within her midst. She would cry, she would appeal to judges, she would use her feminine energy to get every ounce of support she can get just to bring you down. Stay away from married women. As a man, you don't even have any business holding a married woman in the hand, for God's sake. If I was the Senate president, the first thing I would do is I'll step down. For everyone that have accused me of that sexual assault, you will come out.
One thing you should know
if someone
that the burden of proof is on the accuser. Okay. Not on the accused. Okay. Right? So the accuser must prove it without any reasonable doubt.
If a woman accuses you, she's the victim. If you accuse her, she's also the victim. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, kings.
Welcome, queens.
Welcome to the KommonSense Podcast. I'm yours truly, Sorted.
I'm Israel.
The controversial Israel.
Controversial. I think I wear that as a badge of honor.
Okay.
Yeah, I wear that as a badge of honor. Yeah, because sometimes when you say the truth, people call it controversial. But saying the truth is something I've died for. And I'm ready to live for it as well. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. What's our topic today?
Okay. Our topic today is still on the Natasha issue. She's been on the news so far in Nigeria, and recently we saw that she went to the United Nations to complain. Which I think that was so far. So today, the topic will be centered on: is Natasha actually on a campaign for justice, or she's on a campaign for vengeance?
You mean personal vendetta?
Yeah, personal vendetta, right? I think she's actually on a personal vendetta because she's trying to unseat the Senate president.
Wow, I wouldn't go that far.
Excuse me.
I don't think she has any reason to do that. I will not go that far.
Now, this is my opinion. I mean, it doesn't mean that's what you share. I
wouldn't go that far that she wants to unseat a sitting president. No,
the Senate president. I just the president of the country.
Yes,
the Senate president.
Yes, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't go that far.
They tried to take her off her seat.
Okay,
cool. To a new seat that she didn't really want.
I'm gonna speak about that.
Because that was done to her, so now she's trying to do the same thing to the Senate president.
Before we go, I want to say happy birthday to my brother.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing,
thank
amazing
you.
Brother.
It was a very, very wonderful day.
And you guys out there, thank you for the message that kept pouring in for his birthday. I appreciate you as well. I mean, joining me to celebrate his birthday is one thing that I really love. And I would also say, he's become a year old 2 days ago.
Yeah.
How about that? How do you feel?
Well, I feel a little burden.
That's good. That's bad.
No. When I say burden, I think that there's a passion that is in my heart.
Okay.
And of course, I think the next 5 to 10 years, we be a lot of things will be revealed about me to the world.
Okay.
I think there's a lot around. There's a lot to be fulfilled, and of course, we are ready to go ahead with it. Just watch me. Just watch me, guys. As I could go into the world and change our world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just going to take it from where Israel starts, where he said she's trying to unseat Senator Natasha Akpoti. He's trying to unseat the sitting Senate president. I would say
she's on a vengeance tour.
No, hold on. It's nothing like a vengeance tour. I think what's happening there is she has spoken her personal truth, and for some reason she feels she's not being heard.
That's why I have a problem. We could say, "This is my truth. Oh. This is my truth." That's nothing like my truth.
Hold on.
It's the truth. It's either the truth.
When you know what the thing happened to. Were you there? No, you weren't there.
Okay,
what we're doing here is giving our common sense opinion.
Yes, that's my opinion too.
That's
right?
true.
Okay.
Good. So you were not there.
Yeah.
So she has spoken her personal truth.
Yeah.
And she's feeling not being heard. Instead of being heard, she's been suspended from the house.
No, she hasn't exhausted. She hasn't exhausted
Now,
the rule of law in Nigeria.
If you keep in,
she hasn't exhausted the rule of law in Nigeria. So why go to the United Nations?
If you keep it,
by the way, the United Nations is not the standard for morality.
Okay, now we're going a bit too far for that. So for me, this is what she said. Because of the fact that she has not been heard, she felt, okay, let me go and speak to other women who would kind of reason with me and understand where I'm coming from, right? And this is. I don't think she has done anything wrong by doing that. I don't think she has done anything wrong.
She embarrassed our country. She embarrassed my country.
Oh, okay. I think it would have been good.
To the global stage.
Hold on.
By the court.
But if she felt heard back at home, I don't think there'll be a reason for her to go.
Do you know why she hasn't felt heard? Why she hasn't been heard?
Why?
Because she hasn't gone through the procedure.
That's what you
now.
think.
There is a procedure that she should have taken.
Which is
steps. Now, number one, we have the court.
Okay, she's been to the court.
Now, the first thing she did, was to play to the media, right? She went to the media and trying to gather sympathy from the.
Is that not what every other person will do?
Public opinion.
Is that not what every other person will do? Is that not what every other person will do?
She knows better. Okay. She knows better.
Let's not waste more time on this topic. This is where my point is.
Okay, go ahead.
She went out there to go and complain because she's not felt heard. She's not been heard at home. Okay, right? We are so.
And she'll be heard abroad.
Listen. And like I said for those of you who have not watched the last episode, like I said there, if at a point in time we are trying to silence a girl child from speaking her truth, that she felt she has been assaulted somehow, abused somehow, and what we have done, we've washed that aside. Hold on, you keep interjecting.
No, sorry.
No.
By the way, I am totally,
yes,
unreservedly.
Thank you.
Say no to sexual assault.
Thank you for that.
And not just on a sexual assault.
Thank you. Any form of assault.
To
girl child. Good. I
am against it.
I think we are both aligned on that one. So
sure.
That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
So at a point in that sort of thing that happened, she's felt she's not been heard. That's the reason why she has gone to speak to her fellow women to see how she can gather some support. That's what she has done there. But what we have done back home is we've found a way to sweep those things. The part that she's accusing of assault, that accusation of assault, we have swept it aside. And we have brought out this part of, she's not following the code of conduct. She was not in the right seat when she played under 10. She was not this when she did that. She was not this when she did that. That's all the things we have brought out. And the people in the house, my fathers in the Lord that we were elected, they've taken the sledgehammer just to whip a fly. I don't think that's the best thing to do. This issue is an issue that can be resolved very easily and quickly. Like what I suggested. If I was the Senate president, the first thing I would do is I will step down. For everyone that have accused me of that sexual assault, you will come out. And hold on, this is the second time. This is the second time this issue was.
But that was not proven, was it?
It wasn't proven. But the fact that it was not
hold him to account on that.
Listen,
if
somebody,
and one thing you should know,
if someone
that the burden of proof is on the accuser, not on the accused. Okay, right. So the accuser must prove it without any reasonable doubt that this happened.
Israel, hold on, disclaimer.
The fact that you said this happened in 2023 and didn't report, not despite that she's a woman of influence, knowing that she's a woman of power.
Israel, hold on.
There's nothing that should have stopped her from reporting that incident or that case immediately.
I'm going to say this just because of what Israel said.
Yeah.
Guys, I want you to listen to this very carefully. I'm very young. I'm not as old as some of you, but I'm going to say this. Beware of women. Beware of women. Women are very deadly.
Some of them not.
Some of them, by the way. If a woman accuses you, you are the victim. If you accuse a woman, you are the victim. So if she comes for you, you are the victim. If you go for her, you are the victim. So put that at the back of your mind. When you are dealing with a woman, most especially you are dealing with a married woman, put that at the back of your mind. You should, at every point in time, if a woman accuses you of something, make sure you come all out. Make sure you come all out. to defend yourself. Yes? So I think I'm going to correct myself on that one. If a woman accuses you, she's a victim. Right? If a woman, okay, I'm going to correct myself. Sorry, guys. If a woman accuses you, she's a victim. If you accuse her, she's also the victim. Yes? So remember that. Always remember that. Because she would use every power, every power within her midst. She would cry. She would appeal to the audience. She would use that her feminine energy to get every ounce of support she can get just to bring you down. Now, I'm not saying that's what she's
we've seen several instances.
I'm not saying that's what she's trying to do.
No, that's not. No.
I'm not saying that's what she's trying to do here. But I'm just putting this as a disclaimer, saying, guys, beware. We've had a lot of cases that come up and the person was accused and eventually got free because there was really no evidence or the woman was just telling some
Can you give an example of that?
In the case of Johnny Depp and Amber Rose.
Yeah.
In the case of Johnny Depp and Amber Rose. Hold on. I'm coming. Yeah. Amber Rose, all through the case. I'm sorry, I'm saying Amber Rose or something. Amber Rose, sorry.
Yeah,
Amber Rose.
Yeah.
All through the case, she was playing to the camera. Amber Rose was playing to the camera. Do you know what happened? Not until John Depp was proven innocent before we all, our eyes now open and said, oh my God. Then the damning evidence that came out before we all started taking sides with John Depp. The same thing in the case of Benjamin Otamendi, the Man City player.
Yeah.
So listen, this is my little advice. Stay away from married women. As a man, you don't even have any business holding a married woman in the hand, for God's sake.
No.
Let's our common sense should tell us that. You shouldn't be holding a woman's hand. Right? Our common sense you shouldn't be having that sort of close proximity with a woman. You shouldn't do that. It's been sorted.
And it's been Israel.
Guys, kindly subscribe to our channel and like and comment. Let's hear your opinion. We'll be happy to read your comments. That's it.